Most people don't start riding motorcycle, not because they can't, but because they have misconceptions, misconceived notions that people have scared the crap out of them about it. And there are some reasons, that need to be addressed before you start riding. But I think all those things can be achieved. So listen up, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. I've come up with about 5 reasons why people don't any other ones, but these are the main ones that I've heard anyway, and we might as well address the elephant in the room right away. It's too dangerous. But I'm going to link it with another one where I hear a lot of people often say, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So I hope I can answer both those with the same answer. I hope I can answer both those questions with the same answer. Where I would start is a motorcycle safety training course. So it's too dangerous, or I wouldn't know where to start. Like I said, I think if you take a motorcycle safety training course, that will be a way to start, and it will help you get over the idea that it's too dangerous. I'm not saying it's not dangerous, because it can be, but with training, hopefully you can get over that and you can learn to be a skilled rider and avoid mistakes out on the road, and just watch out for other drivers. I know the day of cell phones and everything gets people afraid, and I've heard many bikers that just don't ride anymore because of that. But I'm here to tell you, I started out with a motorcycle safety training course. You learn everything about a bike as if you never had learned or never had ridden a bike. And then you learn all types of slow speed maneuvers. And that's primary what you need to learn to be able to control your bike is the slow speeds. Taking off, stopping, tight turns, U-turns, all that stuff. Learning the rules of the road. Obviously, but just getting comfortable with putting on your turn signal, looking in your mirror, looking over your shoulder before you change lanes, watching parking lots, people pulling out, all those things. So I went through all that, and going through that, there's a little bit of a risk involved in riding a motorcycle, but the key is to help yourself get over that by becoming a better rider, and a rider that you can trust yourself on the road. Bikes are too expensive. Well, you don't have to go out and buy a $30,000 bike. Start with a smaller bike, less expensive bike until you decide that's what you want to do for sure. Another thing I want to address is I'm too young or I'm too old to start riding now. Well, when I took my motorcycle safety training course, it was in a local college, and it was a little Suzuki, I want to say it was the 250, 12 years ago, 13 years ago almost. But Harley Davidson puts on a training school, and I'm sure if you look around, there's probably more of them around. So in my motorcycle safety course, I think there was 10 or 12 of us, and let's say there was a couple 18, 19-year-olds. The majority was probably between 22 and 35. I myself was 49 at the time, and there was another gentleman who was 61 or 62. So You're never too young, and I want to say, never too old. I work with a guy who's 63, went through the Harley Davidson safety course, and bought a two-wheeler, and not long after that, he bought a Tri-Glide. And he's more at home, more comfortable on his Tri-Glide. Nothing wrong with that. Likes to ride, this and that. So you're never too young, and you're never too old. So the last address is I don't know anyone to even start riding with. And I just want to say in the beginning, you probably want to start out by yourself. Just ride by yourself, find a parking lot, find a back road, get to know your bike, get to sharpen your skills before you start riding with other people. Go on short rides and just kind of evaluate what you did and what you didn't do right. And then go on, go out for another half-hour ride, go out for an hour ride, go out for a 2-hour ride, and you'll eventually get better where you'll feel more confident where you can ride with other people. When you ride with other people, there's plenty of videos out here to watch. Stay 2 seconds behind the person directly in front of you and 1 second off the fender or the side bag of the person diagonally to you. But that's for another video. But sharpen your skills, then begin riding with one person, 2 people, 3 people, and then eventually, and Harley Davidson this year is going to be offering like a more of a community ride where they get people together and do rides. There's hog chapters, I know, and there's all kinds of other charity rides and functions you can go to, and those are all worth it too. So there's all kinds of ways to meet people to start riding with. Christian Motorcycle Club, I've ridden with those guys. Those guys are awesome, and there's nothing wrong with praying before your ride or praying, getting bikes blessed. As a matter of fact, next week I'm going to a bike blessing. Get my bike blessed every year. It's an open house, a barbecue, band, the whole 9 yards. So there's plenty of ways to become part of the community, and more people than not will accept you as a new rider and want to help. So if you're thinking about riding, think all these things over, mull them over, get comfortable with it, go sit on a bike, go enroll in a class before you make the next decision. And like I said, just get started. Take a class, sit on some bikes, whatever, just get out there and don't believe you can't do it, because you can do it. And if you're like the millions of others of us out there, you will enjoy it, and it'll be in your blood, and you can't wait for your next ride. Because every ride is an adventure. So if you want to get back into riding again, or you're interested in riding for the first time, don't let others talk you out of it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Take it one step at a time and get yourself prepared to ride. Because I have never heard anyone say, I ride too much. Riding a motorcycle, I've often heard it explained, in a car, you are going to a movie. But riding a motorcycle, you are in the picture. You are part of the movie. Looking out the front of your windshield, you have just so much you can see in front of you and so much you can see beside you. But in a motorcycle, you're experiencing it all the way around. The visual, the smells, the wind,
And it all can be therapy if you let it be. It's relaxing. Once you learn how to ride, everything becomes instinctive and you just learn to enjoy each ride. Kick back, listen to the music, keep your head on a swivel, and have a great ride. And this is one of my routes to commute home. Go by Facebook, check my old Farmville, go by Bass Pro Shop, buy a boat. Just kidding. And turn the corner here. There's an outlet mall, a Honda dealership, and it's just one of many ways I commute home and enjoy the day riding on my motorcycle. Sometimes I avoid the interstate. Sometimes I take it if I'm in a hurry, but most days I stay off of it and I just enjoy a back way home and enjoy the view, the scenery, the nice afternoon we're having, and just enjoying the ride home. Take the necessary steps, get out there, get on a bike, see what the adventure's all about, and make your own memories. And have a great day, and thanks for watching.